Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy Null here from Symbiote Collectibles, and today we are doing my favorite Switch games in my Switch collection so far. The rules for this list is going to be mainly just first party titles, exclusives that are my absolute favorites. I was going to do a top 10, but then I started kind of gathering all the Nintendo exclusives. And I found that I like all the exclusives. Like I find Arms fun and Splatoon 2 fun. But these games are just kind of like on a whole nother level for me that I think of when I think of the Switch. So you're gonna notice heavy bias in my list. Granted, obviously it's my favorites, but it's just heavy bias. I'm not gonna put a game that is like a lot of people put Mario Rabbids on their list for this that I saw online. I like that game. It's a fun exclusive, but is it worth, is it as good as some of these other games? Is it worth? It's obviously not worth as much as, some of the top Switch games, but I'm just saying in terms of is it as good? No, it's fun, it's new, it's different. It did something new with Mario, but it's not as big for me as it is for other people. So just keep in mind my list is heavily biased. Your list would be probably different. If you would like to share your list, just put your top 10 in the comments. This is 7 games, I believe, in my Nintendo Switch collection so far that I like. If you guys want a top 10 list of any game that aren't just exclusives on my Switch collection that I like, let me know. So let's get started. We'll get through all the other stuff at the end of the video, all right? I'm 2 minutes in. Let me get to it. First game, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. This game was a really good Pokemon game just to play casually. I know a lot of people play Pokemon competitively, and that's where a lot of the draw is, but this game was just fun. It was a good nostalgia trip for people that really like Gen 1. So, just super cool to see these different scenes from inside the game and stuff like that. If you're a Pokemon fan and you've played, Fire Red, Leaf Green, or just Gen 1 in general, this game is really good at taking you back and kind of updating the visuals, and then when you play it, you realize oh, this is how I imagined when I was a kid. Like when you run into Mewtwo and stuff, and that feeling you get when you try to catch a legendary, it does that really well. The legendary Pokemon, there's gonna be some spoilers, but the legendary Pokemon have cutscenes in this game. So when you encounter Moltres, a cutscene plays, and Mewtwo and all that, it's pretty nuts. I mean, it's Pokemon. It's the same story since Gen 1 story, just different design characters and stuff. You do actually run into certain characters from the past that's really cool. But if you like Pokemon, you like Gen 1, this is worth taking a look at. It's not as in-depth, but it's a good, fun little game to just blow through really fast. So that's a good game. Next up, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You have to get this game if you have a Switch, I swear. I don't know how people have collections for their Switch. I mean, obviously, unless you hate Mario Kart. But if you like Mario Kart, you have to get this game. We're all waiting on Mario Kart 9. Nintendo obviously is going to have to outdo themselves. I wouldn't be surprised if they change Mario Kart into Nintendo Kart and just add characters and tracks from different franchises, or Mario Kart 9 Nintendo or something like that. Just because they really experimented with adding non-Mario characters into the game and having non-Mario based tracks in the game. But obviously it's a Wii U port with some added content like the Inkling and stuff like that. So if you really like Mario Kart and you do not have this game, I don't know why you wouldn't have this game. Get this game. It's one of my favorites. I have hours and hours in this game just playing and playing and playing with friends. So this is, obviously you have to get this. That's a must get. Next game. This game's super recent, but I think it's absolutely a no-brainer to get for the console. If you can get it in time for a reasonable price. Super Mario 3D AllStars. I don't know, if you're viewing this later on in the future, you might realize, or the game might be done physically and off the eShop and everything, so this game might be worth a lot more. But I got, me and my dad both collect, so we both pre-ordered it and got it, and I actually got the pre-order bonus for this game. So I got some Switch skins, which I'll never use. But I keep them because, you don't know, collectors, we keep stuff. I keep all my pre-orders sealed and stuff like that, and my pre-order bonus is sealed. But yeah, this game, it's worth the value. I know a lot of people complain because they're not remasters, and it's $60. It's not $30. But I think that it's worth. If you were to buy each of these games physical, right? 30, 70, or 80 right now in COVID era, and Galaxy's running around 30, I want to say. So, $120 worth of game physically. Obviously, physically you can emulate them all you want, but physically, it's worth it. I think it's easy, accessible way. You don't got to whip those old consoles out to play these classics, and it's good for people that just want to pop in and play Mario. Big time Mario fans. My dad is a massive Mario fan. Mario's like his Zelda. So this is a no-brainer for him, and I grew up on this stuff because of my dad, so no-brainer. These games are fun. You have to get this if you can for a reasonable price. So you saw Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, so this is obviously, no surprise. Pokemon Shield and Sword. I bought the double pack because my girlfriend plays as well. But, yeah, people hate on this game. It's a good game for what it is. Is it the best? No, it's no Pokemon Heart Gold or Silver, but for what it is, I haven't opened this box in like 2 years, so I'm not going to try. I'm trying to prove that the game's cases are in there, but I'm going to give it one more go. One more go, boys. It's not coming open with one hand, so sorry, guys. But, yeah, they're in there. They're in there. Yeah, I really like these games. Every year, like me and my friends and stuff like that play, we kind of compare which legendary is best and get the opposite. Now that we're adults, we just buy both of them. But you always play the one with the legendary you like the most first. So I beat Shield first. I didn't know that Zamazenta sucked in the game, and that Zacian was way better. But I like this game for what it is. We almost got Crown Tundra coming out. I'm thinking about doing a Crown Tundra review or something like that. Because I thought Isle of Armor was poo-poo. But we'll see. I'm thinking about doing more reviews on the channel too, not just collection talks and show-offs. But anyways, back on topic. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Get that game if you like Pokemon. Even if it's not the best, even if you don't, it's just fun for what it is. All right, the final 3 games. We're getting to the big dog games now. The big dog games on this list. When I think of the Switch, I think of these games specifically. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm a big Smash Bros. Fan. I'm heavily biased. I love Super Smash Brothers. It's one of my favorite game series of all time. I love fighting games. I'm a massive fighting game fan. And also, if you guys want, I will do a fighting game collection video as well, where I go through all my systems and pull out all the fighting games and talk about them all. I'll do that in another video if you guys want. But anyways, Super Smash Brothers. I don't know what else to say besides platform fighter, 2D platform fighter, or 2.5D or whatever. Platform fighter, amazing graphics. Just the history of video games is just everywhere in here. You got non-Nintendo characters, Nintendo characters. I mean, it's Smash. Everyone knows Smash. But if you do not have this game, even if you don't play competitive like I do, and you don't know if you'll put the hours in, you will put the hours in because it's just fun to run around and do the challenges in the game and test out all the characters. And even non-competitive people, if you start playing Smash, everyone has a main character. Everyone has a main in this game, so it's a classic. Get this game. There's still DLC coming out for it. We just had Steve from Minecraft announced, which is insane. Indie rap, but yeah, get this game. It's one of my favorites. I'm a competitive smasher. I main Link and I love it. I go to tournaments and everything. It's just one of my favorites. I have hundreds of hours in that game. All right, so these next 2 games are the swan songs? I don't know what the heck that is, but the poster child for the Switch. When people think of Nintendo Switch in its short lifespan so far, what absolute classics or masterpieces are in the system? You guys already know what they are. I guarantee you. maybe you guys have them in a different order than I do, but masterpieces. So you cannot talk about the Switch and have a top 10 list without these games being number 1 or 2 on your Switch list. Mario Odyssey is my number 2, which I know is probably blasphemy to some people, but 3D Mario games, I mean, I love all the 3D Mario games. Obviously, some are better than others, but Odyssey quickly rose to the top 3 ranks within a lot of people's lists, and even for some veteran game collectors and game players, it rose to number 1 and actually beat out games such as Mario 64 or Mario Galaxy, which is crazy because a lot of the modern 3D Marios, like Super Mario 3D World, did not achieve that and they did not hold up. This game is amazing. Even if you don't go for all the moons in the game, even if you don't, you play it in little spurts, it's perfect for that. You don't have to sit down and play for 3 hours if you feel like you put a dent in the game. You can sit, play for 20 minutes, log off, go to bed, come back after work, and play it again. It's perfect for that. It's a good game. It's really good. It's really fun. The story isn't crazy, but I mean, it's Mario. So, like, you don't need a story. You just want to jump around and jump on stuff. So, absolute masterpiece. I think it got a 9, at least a 9.0 on a lot of review sites. Yeah. Number 1, obviously, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I know it did have a Wii U version, but I'm not counting that because we played the Wii U. So, but no, I feel like they tied it into Wii U so that way a lot of people had something to play on Wii U to cross over or whatever. But I think development might have started on the Wii U. But this game is just one of my favorite games of all time. I am a massive Zelda fanboy, so the series means a lot to me. And this game did something that I think the series needed, which was a shake-up in the formula. So, you have open world, you have just hunting for ingredients to cook, to gain your health back. And a lot of the series staples is still there. The music's amazing. I believe it was a full orchestra. Don't quote me on that, but I think, at least a lot of songs are orchestrated. And just like so good. I really like, you can just run around in this game for hours and not even do stuff that you're supposed to be doing. The story isn't the greatest. It's good. It's good if you get the subtle hints in the game. If you're not really paying attention, the story's kind of but a lot of the subtle hints of what it's telling you just through environmental storytelling and just like little quips you hear from characters that you're walking by. The story is good, but if you're not really paying attention to that, it's okay. But even if you don't care about story, even if you just want to run around in a game and freely roam, it's amazing. It's like the fights are good. The dungeons aren't the best, but for what they were fun. They just did a lot of the things with the new Zelda tools, like the Sheikah Slate and stuff. So not like crazy dungeons like in Twilight Princess or Wind Waker, but still fun for what it is. The shrines, there's hundreds of shrines in the game, and they're there for mini dungeons. So you kind of get your puzzle fill just if you do the shrines, which are worth it. But I have 100% of this game. I did everything but collect the Korok seeds in this game because there's 700 Korok seeds. So I did not do that, but I completed every shrine. I did every other collectible twice. I did it once on regular mode and once on master mode. I did not do that stupid gauntlet to upgrade your master sword for one of the DLCs because that was stupid. But I did get the master cycle or whatever. But this game is amazing. I'm super excited for Breath of the Wild 2. And if Breath of the Wild 2 holds up, like I'm hoping it is because it has a large, it has some hype behind it. If it holds up, I think it'll move Mario Odyssey to the side and be number 2. Or number 1 if it's better than this. But I don't know, man. This was just such a strong showing. So this is my my top Nintendo Switch exclusives list. Please post your lists in the comments section. Let me know what your top 10s are. I like seeing everybody's top 10 because everyone has a different opinion on video games and stuff. Me personally, I feel like my opinions on video games are pretty top tier. If you look at everything on this list, I mean AAA, pretty bomb, but I'm biased. I think my opinions are pretty good, but I like watching a lot of guys who have indie games on their Switch, and kind of, reading those. I'm not a big indie guy, but when I do find a few indie games I like, I buy them, and they, I usually catch on pretty fast to indie games. So if you guys want to see an indie games list, let me do that. I mean, I can do a fighting games list with my whole collection. I can go over my Switch collection so far and go through every Switch game I have. Just let me guys know what you want, and I will do that. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to me talk about games. I can do more videos like this. I'm thinking about doing news, going over gaming news as well, and I'm also thinking about doing reviews. So just let me guys know what you think. If you want more of my crap content. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Symbiote Hoarder. I'll also put it in the description as a link. And yeah, I hope you guys like hearing me say a bunch, because if I continue to make videos, it's still gonna happen. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.